Hello, this is 6 Vocabulary English from NEXX Learning English.
I'm Ollie.
And I'm Sarah.
That's a big smile on your face, Sarah. You seem happy today.
I am Ollie. After all, what's the point in seeing the glass half empty? As we say in Morocco, what's past is past, so why not be optimistic?
So you're someone who tries to see the glass half full. You generally look at things in a positive way.
I hope so. With all the rapid changes happening in Morocco, new infrastructure, growing tech sector, preparations for the 2030 World Cup, there's so much to be optimistic about, even when life gets stressful.
Well, then it's lucky that happiness is the subject of this program, Sarah. And while we can't control everything in life, there are small things we can do to feel better, to feel less stressed, and maybe even a little happier. You know, Morocco has been climbing in happiness rankings lately. We might not be Denmark, but we have our own sources of joy.
You know what would make me happy, Ollie? Asking me a really good quiz question.
Okay, well, did you know that every year the UN publishes its Global Happiness Survey, revealing the happiest countries in the world? It's based on factors like income, life expectancy, and health. In the 2024 survey, which Arab country ranked highest for happiness? Was it A, UAE, B, Saudi Arabia, or C, Kuwait?
Well, Ollie, UAE has impressive development and opportunities. Plus, nothing makes me happier than a good Moroccan mint tea with friends discussing future possibilities. So I'll say A, UAE.
I like your thinking, Sarah. We'll find out the answer later. Now, happiness expert Malene Rydahl, author of the best-selling book Happy as a Dane, believes that certain cultural practices can help us improve our chances of happiness. Here she is explaining what happiness means for her on the radio program The Conversation. See if you can hear what she thinks.
Well, I think we should be seeking alignment, and I think we should practice gratitude, and I think that we should be more conscious about how we relate to things that happen to us and how much we compare ourselves to others. I do think that what we need to focus on is the quality of our relationship.
Did you hear Malene use the word alignment? She thinks there should be harmony between my true sense of who I am, what I think, and how I relate to others. We should be in alignment or in the correct relation to those things.
Connecting, Malene also thinks happiness comes from gratitude, feeling grateful and expressing thanks to other people. This reminds me of how we say, Alhamdulillah, thanks be to God, throughout the day. She recommends finding 3 things, no matter how small, to be grateful for every day.
Like enjoying a traditional breakfast with msemen, watching the sunset from a cafe terrace, and having this chat with you, Sarah.
Oh, thanks, Ollie. That's put a smile on my face. In Morocco, we already practice this through our strong family bonds and community connections. Doing this consciously every day can really boost your happiness levels.
Malene also warns against seeking happiness in external things, as you can hear in this chat from The Conversation.
Well, I think you should seek alignment, and I think you should practice gratitude. And I think that you should be more conscious about how you relate to things that happen to you and how much you compare yourself to others. I do think that what we need to focus on is the quality of our relationships.
According to Malene, chasing external pleasures like money and fame will leave you feeling like a hamster on a wheel, like someone who's always busy doing things but without getting satisfaction, the pleasant feeling of achieving something you really wanted.
She also says it's easy to become a victim of the hedonic treadmill. This is the idea that humans adapt to whatever level of happiness they achieve. As we make more money, get the dream job, or whatever we desire, our expectations also increase, so we never find the happiness we hoped we would.
As we say in Morocco, contentment is an everlasting treasure.
Right. In fact, it's probably the quality of our relationships, not external objects, that gives satisfaction, the pleasure we feel when we achieve something we wanted. This is why our tea culture and family gatherings are so important. They strengthen our connections.
Lots of useful tips there, Sarah, for finding happiness in our daily lives.
Speaking of happiness, Ali, did I get the correct answer about the happiest Arab country?
In my quiz question, I asked Sarah which Arab country ranked highest for happiness in the UN's 2024 Global Survey.
I guessed A, UAE.
But in fact, Sarah, it was C, Kuwait.
Oh, I guess their community spirit and social support systems are even stronger.
Okay, let's recap the vocabulary and start seeing the glass half full, looking at things in a positive way.
Happiness might be all about alignment, being in the correct relation to things.
Or gratitude, being grateful and giving thanks.
Feeling like a hamster on a wheel means you're always busy doing things but without getting satisfaction, the pleasant feeling of achieving something you really wanted.
Finally, the reason happiness often escapes us may involve the hedonic treadmill, the human tendency to return to the same level of happiness after something very good or very bad has happened.
That's all for this program.
We hope it's lifted your spirits and given you some useful vocabulary as well. Remember to join us again soon for more interesting topics here at 6 Vocabulary Learning English. Bye.
Bye.